Oh my god, guys, what a day. Probably not one of my favorite days, especially a Friday. Uh, as you can tell by the title, somebody has passed away. It's a YouTuber that I started watching around the beginning of the year, and ever since I started watching those videos, I just loved it. He's become one of my favorite YouTubers, and what his content is action figure reviews. He talks about he does unboxings and stuff, and so his name is Glenn Webb, but you can tell by the title, and he's passed away. All I know is that he passed away in his sleep, which is that's a good thing. He didn't die while he was still awake. So he died peacefully. Oh man, but I'm like really sad right now, man. Like, you have no clue. And today, like I said earlier, it's been a rough day. Like, this morning started off bad. The rest of the day was not good. It was just a crappy Friday. When I finally just get home, I'm already done with the day. I just fall asleep, and then I wake up at 5 or 4. I think 5 o'clock, 5:30, somewhere around there, and I get a notification on my phone from Shartimus Prime, who is also an action figure. He reviews action figures and stuff, and the title was "Rest in Peace, Glenn Webb," and I'm like, no, don't. That's not. It could be probably like some kind of clickbait or just kind of a joke, and I guess it's true. I mean, he literally was really sad. And I mean, he has done a video where he acted like he was sad about something, but this one's pretty believable. And I'm actually going to be really embarrassed if this is fake, but I really do think this is real. Um, it came out of nowhere, also, but then also I just found out about that, and that just literally messed up everything for me. It's 7:30 right now. Probably just today was not a good day. Yeah. So I don't know how he died. I don't think there's any. I don't know if anybody said anything. If you guys know, you guys probably don't know who he is, but if you guys know, let me know. He, all I know is that he passed away in his sleep, and I saw his last video before I went to sleep last night too, which was wrestling unboxing, I think it was, and so that was his last video. Just knowing that, it's just really sad. Yeah. He was so cool. I didn't know him as a person, obviously, but just watching him in his videos, he seemed like a really cool person. I would sometimes I always found his accent just so funny. Not funny to make fun of him, but I always it always puts a smile on my face. To hear his voice, not in a weird way, but he was one of those YouTubers that I always look forward to watch. I get happy when I see one of their videos, and it's just nice. And then so to find out on a bad day, today was already bad, so this has just literally just completely messed it up. Uh, but yeah, don't know how he died. He seemed really healthy in his last video. He was still had his little charisma that he has. You know, seemed really happy and stuff. He didn't look sick or anything. Maybe he was hiding it, because I've been watching his videos, and he hasn't been sick or anything, or he hasn't mentioned anything. He seemed like his own self, So it was just out of nowhere. Maybe maybe he was hiding it, or maybe it was just something that just killed him, So I don't know how. I just really don't know. Maybe he was sick. Maybe he's not. But yeah, I've ever since I saw that video, where Shartimus Prime was talking about it, literally just can't get it out of my head. I've been thinking about it, like, just nonstop. Like, I try to, like, move along, and it's just still stuck in my head. And it's also kind of really hard to believe. Like, the same thing with me with Paul Walker, like, when I found out he died, I used to watch those Fast and the Furious movies when I was a kid, and I saw him. He was one of my favorite characters. And so, it was, sometimes I still find it hard to believe that he's still dead. I mean, I'm not just saying that he's still alive, but, like, it's still shocking to me. So, yeah. Um, I pray for his family, I feel really bad for them. I hope everything turns out well. And, yeah, just, that's all I can say, man. Sorry for the lack of videos. I'll start next week. School has been rough. It's a rough start. I do like it better than middle school, but still. School's been a bit rough, so just, that's why I haven't been making any videos. So, yeah. I think I'm going to end the video here, guys. So sorry for everybody else who feels sad about this. Sorry for his family. So, and rest in peace, Glenn Webb. Just still can't get it out of my head, man.